It's only saying 15 minutes.
We'll just see what it...
All right. Well, what's up? Sorry, guys. I know it was a little bit less than professional, but we are live here from the... We're also on Facebook. Look at us. We're
Facebook
all kinds
Live.
of social media.
We're,
As always,
we're everywhere.
Ian Robinson, and to my immediate right,
Travis Tupasing.
and this is Knife Edge Chop. Woo! Woo! Yeah, the woo. This is our first live episode, and it's going about as well as planned. It's going about as well as planned.
Hey,
now, one of two things is going to happen.
Yes.
Either we're going to be here for an hour, or in 15 minutes, it's going to tell us to drop dead and kick us off. Because we don't have a lot of space left on here. So, we're going to stay with you for at least the next 15 minutes. We are here at the very, very exciting ROCKSTAR PRO 5th anniversary show. Now, for those of you who have been listening to our show for a while, you know that we're big Rockstar people.
Yes.
And we've been big Rockstar people for a while.
Yes.
We came out... well, here's the story. So we went to AAW to see Pentagon Jr. take on Phoenix.
Yes.
And Sami Callihan take on Tommaso Ciampa.
Great match as well.
Very great match. So anyway, very great match.
Hey, it's close.
It's close enough. Better than I usually do. So anyway, it's a very close match. We got up to the merch table, and we were looking at Sammy's stuff. We weren't really sure if we were going to buy one. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere... a young man berates us into buying each, me and Travis,
and my wife.
And your wife,
and
Jess,
my wife.
Into buying Sami Callihan shirts. This young gentleman turned out to be the man, the myth, the legend, the one you love more than anything else in the world, Mr.
Dave Christ.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I wanted to hear you say. So Dave Christ is like, hey, you know what, buy these shirts. We started talking to Dave. We kind of became friendly with him. And he was like, you should come up to ROCKSTAR PRO. And our reaction was...
Hell yes.
That's not what our reaction was. Why do I do this?
Our reaction was,
what the hell
is that?
Right,
because
yeah,
at this point, we'd only heard about, as far as local wrestling, we'd only heard about NWF.
NWF, that's right. Oh,
shit.
Wow, that's the kind of thing you only want to see live, never. Yeah. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we were just talking about
Dave Christ.
Say hi, Dave.
I everybody.
You did, and it was lovely.
But the fans did not see it.
No, they didn't.
No,
you're in time for
people would have paid for that view.
You know, there are a lot of people...
There was that woman who sat across going, Dave, 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 that would have paid good money for that view.
Well...
So that was Dave. So anyway, we said, okay, we'll go to it was 2-lane blacktop or 6 Fists on the concrete.
That was it, 6 Fists on the Concrete. That was the name of the show.
You're going to want to write that down for our
6
show.
Fists on the Concrete, yes.
6 Fists on the...
Blacktop Battle.
Blacktop Battle, that's what it was.
The whole thing
was 200 degrees.
It was 200 degrees, and we watched the whole thing outside. And our first experience... Dave came flying into the audience.
Yeah, like landed right next to my foot, almost bashed his head in on a steel girder thing.
And Dez and Zach jumped off a food truck.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely they did. That was
for
awesome.
An introduction in terms of
Is this what people are seeing on the Facebook?
Yes, people are seeing this on the Facebook.
I wonder if they can hear it on the Facing Book as well.
They can.
Hi, Facing Book. As you can tell, I'm old and don't know anything about social media. So anyway, we fell in love with Rockstar.
We did.
And we decided we were going to come back to the next big Rockstar event, and
it turns out we've come to
everyone
all of them
since then. Except, we missed one.
We did miss one.
We don't want to talk.
We don't want to talk about that one.
All right,
we were at King of Trios.
We were at King of Trios, which was not as good, I'm sure.
And the whole reason we're here tonight is
Knife Edge Shop.
Knife Edge Shop. The whole reason we're here tonight is to celebrate ROCKSTAR Pro's 5th anniversary.
5 years.
5 times.
5 times they've had a 1-year anniversage. I tried that last time and it
didn't work.
It didn't work this time either.
To fail.
You saved it.
It's okay.
All right. So since we're talking about Rockstar, what was your what's been your favorite Rockstar moment so far of all the moments we've experienced here in Rockstar Nation?
Ooh, I think that's a tough one. It's definitely a tie between seeing the first time we were here because I hadn't really been exposed to that much. You know, as far as independent wrestling goes, I hadn't seen a lot in person. Up to that point, it had just been Ring of Honor, and as you said so eloquently the other day, most people can know what a Ring of Honor card's going to be like 5 miles away. Like, oh, Young Bucks should come out and do their Young Bucks stuff. But that was my.
See, Young Bucks, it's not just me. He says dickish shit about you as well.
Don't beat
thumbs
me
up.
Don't
for
beat
that.
Me up.
Don't super kick party.
I would say the other favorite moment would be fairly recently. It was JT Davidson's street fight match against Zachary Wentz.
Yeah, that's got to be one of mine. Yeah, the Iron Manager.
I'm wearing his shirt.
That was one of the big things for me about Rockstar was the JT Iron Manager thing, because being a fan of old school wrestling and being a fan of wrestling for as long as I have, one of the lost art forms, at least for me, has been the manager.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And JT brought that back, and that man does a motherfucking spine buster.
He does.
Arn Anderson would be proud.
He does.
What are you looking for?
I just want to see the levels.
Oh, yeah, you should do that. We should totally
There we
be
go.
looking.
See?
Levels might be louder. We should crank them.
There we go. Crank them.
It's a party.
It is a party.
It's a Rockstar party.
So what would you say your favorite moment has been in our viewing time? Yeah.
Well, up until today, my favorite was probably the JT fight, but having Sammy offer to buy my cat mask was probably one of my favorites. That was a good time.
Yes,
that was a highlight. Actually, probably my two favorite... I'd have to say the JT versus Zachary Wentz match was definitely worth seeing. And then, so many good matches.
Well, I'll tell you this. I mean, there's also, getting to see Tommy End here, somebody that we had...
Dude, I was just going to say, probably the Tommy End and Dave Christ versus Zachary Wentz and Desmond Xavier. That was probably my favorite for a couple reasons. One, I got to see... three of the best guys in Rockstar at the top of their game.
Yeah.
And I got to see Tommy End right before the Aleister Black years.
Yes.
When he was and he was totally cool, came out, took pictures. That was probably the biggest highlight for me outside of Sammy wanting to buy my cat mask, which is always exciting.
That match. Thinking about that
8
match.
minutes and 14 seconds. The tension's mounting.
We don't know what it's going to be.
We don't know what's going to happen.
Go live on Instagram, too. Go to our Knife Edge Shop Instagram, and we'll go live.
Can I go live on Instagram?
Yeah, we can
Son
go live.
of a bitch. I need to learn all
about... We're going to go
about
live on everything. Look at this. This is this beautiful lady.
Oh!
We're going to have our
lady.
first special guest besides Dave Chris Butt is Maggie.
We got to see Dave Chris Butt. Hi. Say hello as close to the mic as you can.
Hello.
That was...
We're waiting to see it. We think they only have 7 minutes left of airing time.
We deleted it. We don't know. We deleted
a bunch of stuff, so we're hoping.
So we're seeing it.
So Megs
is interesting.
For anybody who doesn't know, Megs is the secret eye behind Rockstar. When you see all the dope pictures on Instagram, that is her handiwork.
It is.
All the guys being made to look good.
So how long have you been coming to Rockstar?
It was like a year ago in October.
Okay. So in that time, favorite moment. And I think I have a general idea of what your favorite moment would be.
Oh, yeah?
But yeah, I'm not going to say it. Let me see if we're right. Let's see. What's your favorite
that's so
moment?
hard.
I know. That's what we said.
Oh my goodness. I would probably say the time that Dave came back from his 1 month period of having concussions, and more concussions.
Oh, yeah?
He came back to a really dope entrance. It was like a funeral vignette. And then
That's
he came
cool.
back, middle of the ring, everything. Hi.
You're on our
Is
Instagram
this
now.
Instagram? We're doing everything now.
Yeah, so he came in, it went pitch black, came in the middle of the ring, lights came up, and boom, super kick. It was crazy. It was an awesome moment for him.
I did like when he stepped up and ended up beating the piss out of beat the piss out of Zach.
Yeah,
after Zach
he
had
came back.
won the title, which is a dubious thing to say, and he finally, the King of Dayton returned in glorious form and pummeled him into the ground. That was a good night.
That was a very
very
fun
fun
night.
night for me.
Yes.
For me,
And
so.
more recent, but even then, the reformation of the original OI4K.
Oh yeah, the OI4K thing, that was cool.
Unglued.
And my my man crush that developed on Jake.
Yes.
That's rather new too. When he started doing solo stuff, I just became very Dreamweavery about him, which was cool.
Yeah, and it's so weird to think a year ago, seeing all the guys and who they are from then to now. It's such a crazy transition, especially with Jake's transformation. He was so hairy and he was a little bit bigger, and then he transformed into this glorious sensual artist.
I know, he's
yeah.
a sensual purple artist. Now, as far as tonight, the 5th anniversary, which match you most looking forward to? Taking Dave out of the running.
That one is going to be pretty iconic.
Yeah,
I don't know.
for
I'm
sure.
really excited to see what Jake and Joey Ryan have to do in the ring.
The Battle of the Blow Pops. It's going to be awesome.
But who doesn't love a good Sami Callihan match? I know you're a fan.
I'm a
from
big
your
fan.
lips to my heart. That's the truth. Who doesn't love a good Sami Callihan
And
match?
him against Zach with all the built-up tension there, that should be a killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
Probably that, and then Nevaeh and Jessica Havoc. They're going to kill it.
Ian shed a tear when he realized that Jessica brought a shirt that he's been wanting for
Oh my God, she brought the Harley Quinn shirt.
He wants that Harley Quinn shirt.
Now, if she watched them not have it in my size.
When I went...
You can make a pillow out of it.
I could.
True fan.
And I'll tell her that. I'm going to make a pillow out of this. Is that weird?
Is that weird?
Is that weird? I'll lay on it. I'll lay on your face. Where are you going? Security.
I mean, this is a long time coming. Like, when Jess and I went to go see Iowa Goes Lucha, he was like, see if she has the Harley Quinn shirt.
I really have. I've been after that shirt since you put it on Twitter. I'm doing sort of like a movie pan thing so that everybody can see. They'd much rather look at you than me for sure.
We've got one viewer on each. That's pretty impressive.
No, we've got a bunch of viewers on
this one.
Only my mom knew Instagram.
Oh yeah,
she would be all over it.
Well, we're on Facebook. We're live on Facebook too.
We're live on Facebook.
We're live on
and
everything,
and people are listening.
The Doomsday
to us.
Countdown.
Why do you always have to be the voice of doom? That's my job.
I don't know. Maybe I'm picking it up from you. I don't know.
Maybe
Doomsday Clock reads 4 minutes.
All right. Well, okay. Since we've only got 4 minutes, we're gonna play possibly right now. We're gonna play you a little clip from an earlier interview we did with Dave, where Dave talked to us a little bit about how he came to Rockstar. Check it out. Or don't.
No, you're going to check it out.
We're going to check it out. Did it play? No, hold on. I love being punk rock because I have no idea what's going on at all.
When you double click, does it... There it goes.
There it goes. Now we're going to play it.
Mute us.
Expand on that, please.
Well, the problem with having a heart attack in space is there's no one there to save you except for the aliens, and they're trying to kill you.
And no one's there to hear you scream, which sucks.
Yeah, so don't have a heart attack in space.
Okay.
Basically, how I got started here at Rockstar is really weird. Because, actually, they didn't want us here at first.
Really?
That's what the guy who was the trainer here, Cody, led us to believe that we weren't welcome. And the owners kept fighting to get us in. And Sammy started working here. And then at one point in time, Sammy was just like, hey, it's really dumb that you don't have two of the most popular guys in the scene today, which live 5 minutes one way, 5 minutes the other. Rockstar was directly center.
So what was his problem? Why didn't he want you in here?
They said that the attitude that we have and how people don't like working with us was a big issue. And basically, what it is I have no filter, which is probably why me and you are
get along so well,
great friends, and
have the hardest time in the world making headway professionally.
Yeah, absolutely. So. The situation was they took votes and people just kept voting to keep us out. I think it's more or less professional jealousy because all those dudes, when HWA closed down, all those dudes stayed here and we were like, fuck it. And we started traveling everywhere. Right. We started doing everything. So it's like we're getting booked in New Jersey, we're getting booked in Chicago, we're getting booked in Philadelphia, we're getting booked in Florida, and everything in between. But we can't get booked in our own hometown.
Weird.
And it was just really ridiculous. And then, the longer I started hanging out with, the owners here, you start realizing that, well, if management wants us here, but some of the boys don't want us here, and it ended up being because of, professional jealousy and, shit that happened between us and them back in the day. Because when Cody started running other companies, it always got ran to the ground.
Okay.
HWA was very successful, but somehow it went out of business.
Yeah, NWF's still around, and
But what's really ridiculous is they had 10 new trainees at $2,500 a head. They had sellout crowds, which is $200 at $6 a head every Tuesday. And then they did a road show, which we were drawing 400 or 500 in Montgomery County Fairgrounds. And we did a Friday show in that same building doing 200 again. So how do you run out of business?
That seems hinky.
Oh, well.
To put it mildly.
I alluded earlier what the problem was.
Right.
reason why you have a heart attack in space.
It's
cocaine.
It's cocaine. Leads to a heart
We can
attack
say
in
it.
space.
Yeah,
we can say it. 'Cause
Cocaine.
we're just assuming
But,
how a heart attack in space gets done.
We're just
Basically, what I had to do to first get in here is for a solid 2 months, I came in here, I helped out, I sat in the back, gave critiques, tried to help out with anything that I could. Basically, I had to earn my stripes to come in. And then one day, we were just kind of like, fuck it. We're just going to kick the door down. So during Ron Mathis and Cody Hawk's cage match, we just said, fuck it, kick the door down, climb the cage, and just fucking start beating their ass. And the crowd was so fucking hot for us.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we were the invading force, they were so hot for us, they had no choice but to fucking keep using us.
Mm-hmm.
Because if
Wow.
they didn't, then you're losing the hottest act in town. I'm not
Right.
trying to be.
All right, what's going on,
We are
man?
back.
We're live on Knife Edge Chop, our 5th year anniversary Rockstar podcast.
What's up?
What's going on? Tell us in the microphone. Just tell us your favorite Rockstar. How long you been coming to Rockstar?
4 years.
And what's your favorite